a challenge for it. And I know the support I'm getting from all the people in the UK right now. And with that much support behind you, how can you not deliver?
What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So Samson Dauda spoke his heart out at the press conference this year when he said there hasn't been any Olympia champion from UK since the Shadow himself, the great Dorian Yates. And that he is gonna bring the standout for his country this year.
From England, we haven't had an Olympian champion since 1997. The Dorian Yates, the Shadow, the man himself. So you can only imagine how hungry we've been. Years.
Surprisingly, we saw very little from Samson Dauda during this Olympia prep. I am talking about in terms of physical updates, especially all of those mandatories that he used to hit and posted on the media last year. But finally, here is the latest physical update from Samson Dauda, the reigning Arnold Classic champion being analyzed by his coach Milos. So from a pro struggling to win his first pro show up until 2021, yes, you guys heard that right, to entering this year's Mr. Olympia in 2023, as a legitimate title contender. What an unbelievable journey this guy has. I have zero doubts in my mind that Samson will be better than what we saw at the Arnold Classic Ohio, which was in March. The rest of it is in God's hands. And when this is all over, Samson can proudly say that he did everything in his power to be the last man standing. Next up is Brandon Carey. So, a good news for you guys. Thankfully, he has been given a green light by the doctors to go ahead and compete at this year's Mr. Olympia. And this was such a delightful news for every bodybuilding fan out there. I am pretty sure all these pictures were taken during his photo shoot with the legendary photographer Charles Lothian during the Olympia Peak Week last year. So he clearly needs more separation in those quads to do well here at this year's Mr. Olympia. So how much will this food poisoning that happened with Brandon this close to the show, how much will that affect his final package? That is the big question now. I mean, we still have some time till the men's open bodybuilding, approximately 7 to 8 hours, till the big boys get on the Olympia stage. So, hopefully they can fill Brandon up really well during this short time span. You have got to give it to Ross Patrick and his coach Dom. They have done it yet again. Ross looks dry, he looks hot, and he looks shredded to the bone right now. And this is the best bet for him. When you do not have an ideal structure, or when you have a lack of balance, coming in as shredded as you possibly can be your calling card, and hoping that some of the other guys come in slightly off, or maybe they miss their peak. And here is the thing, we see this happen almost every year, when guys look so good all the way leading up to the show, and just one small thing goes wrong, and they miss their mark. So Ross knows that he needs an extensive off-season to put on some size, and that is the plan after this year's Mr. Olympia. Tonio Burton is looking really awesome hours out of his second Mr. Olympia in the men's open division. Probably has one of the best structure in this year's Olympia lineup. And yes, I do know that he doesn't have that wide shoulder-to-shoulder width, but the overall flow is so damn good. So when he lost to Ross Patrick at California Pro, he said, "I am looking forward to our battle at the Olympia." Well, we are finally here. If both these guys show up at their all-time best, I think Tonio Burton is most likely gonna take this one. Do let me know what you guys think. A final update from the definition Charles Griffen. That is a crazy front relaxed shot, and despite the packed tier, Charles has more than enough tools in his saddle to crack top 10 at this year's Mr. Olympia. And if he does crack top 10, this is gonna be the first time he plays so high at the Olympia level. The way this man has transformed his physique, especially that midsection of his, with the addition of vacuum in the last 2 years. It is seriously impressive. And other than Hadi Choban, I do have to say no one has that kind of dead face on the day of the show. And we saw that at the press conference as well. Hadi's dead face was just nuts. So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video, and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.